Auntie Mickey's house. Oh yeah, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie's house. You're in the house. You know you're in the house. Come on in and grab a seat, grab a seat. Come on in and hit that light, hit that light. Oh, you're Aunt Mickey's house. Yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Grab a seat, prop your feet. Let's sip some tea, sip that tea. Entertainment, news, and spirituality. From the culture to the fun, Auntie sets the tone. Sets the tone. With a laugh and a truth, she holds the throne. She holds the throne, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Come on in now. Auntie Mickey's house. Oh, Auntie's house. You're in the house. You know you're in the house. Come on in and grab a seat, yeah, yeah. Come on in and hit that light. Don't forget now. Auntie Mickey's house. She can roast with a smile, drop wisdom too. Break down the headlines, bring it straight to you. Straight to you, baby. Community strong, conversation grown. Real talk, baby. Auntie Mickey's house. Make yourself at home, yeah. Come together, every voice is heard. Every voice. Respect the vibe, let's share the word. Oh, yeah. From the jokes to the prayers, she keeps it real. Keeps it real. Auntie Mickey's house, that's the deal. That's the deal, baby. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie's house. Oh yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie's house. On in the house. You know you're in the house. Come on in and grab a seat. Grab a seat. Come on in and hit the light. Hit the light, hit the light. You're at Auntie Mickey's. Yeah, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie Mickey's. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie Mickey's house. It's Auntie Mickey's house. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie's house. You're in her house. You know you're in her house. Come on in and grab a seat. Grab a seat. Come on in and hit that light. Hit that light. Oh, you're at Auntie Mickey's. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Auntie's house. Auntie's house. Auntie's house. Grab a seat, drop your feet, let's sip some tea. Sip that tea. Entertainment, news, and spirituality. From the culture to the fun, Auntie sets the tone. With a laugh and a truth, she holds the throne. She holds the throne, yeah. Auntie's house. Oh, Auntie's house. You know you're in a house. Come on in and grab a seat, yeah. Come on in and hit that light. Don't forget Auntie Mickey's. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie Mickey's house. Oh yeah, yeah. She can roast with a smile, drop wisdom too. Break down the headlines, bring it straight to you. Straight to you, baby. Community strong, conversation grown. Don't talk, baby. Auntie Mickey's house. Make yourself at home, yeah. Come together, every voice is heard. Every voice. Respect the vibe, let's share the word. Oh yeah. From the jokes to the prayers, she keeps it real. Keeps it real. That's the deal. That's the deal, baby. Yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie's house. Oh yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. You know you're in a house. Come on in and grab a seat. see, come on in and hit that light. Oh, yo, wait, Auntie Mickey's. Yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie Mickey's house. Oh.
Oh, Lord have mercy. That was scary. How y'all doing? How are you guys doing? I hope this didn't frighten anybody. This was really scary what happened. Just to explain, for those of you that may not have been here when it went down. I got a phone call from Discerning 8 and Millionaire's Cove. And they were saying that the YouTube was down, it hacked or something, but in the meantime, Millionaire's Cove lost 2 channels. They just disappeared, which is scary. And as it stands now, I don't even think she got them back yet. I don't know. But Discerning 8 was also having some issues and not sure what the heck was going on. But she did manage to send me this message, and I'll pull it up. There was apparently some kind of a issue with YouTube, but it was a scary one. It says, alert. Here we go. Alert. YouTube is currently experiencing a global service outage. As a result, you may encounter issues watching our videos, including live streams on the platform. And at the bottom, it says, an error occurred. Please try again later. Learn more. Scary. This was scary to learn that someone has lost 2 channels. Yes, and I was looking at the comments as I was on the phone with them, and I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. Hey, hi, Auntie. Hey, I resend that email to you. Which one, love? Hi, Charles. Which email are you referring to, Mr. Phillips? The one about the global service outage? Hi, Lisa. Let me say hi to everybody, first of all. I thank God we were able to at least get through that part. That was scary. I didn't know what to think. I really didn't know what to think. All I could think was, everybody get out of here. I don't want you to get hacked. So I hope I didn't alarm people, but it was just my first instinct. I think they are taking away people that had double accounts, but if you have YouTube Premium, you're okay. I'm not sure if that's the deal or not, but okay, you resent that to me, Mr. Phillips, because I think the email that I tried to open up, I couldn't get anything, so I should have taken PW YouTube page. Camille, only you. Only you. Oh my God. So I haven't checked my emails, Mr. Phillips, but if you said you resent it, I'll get to it in the morning. Okay. Boy, this was a trip. This was a trip. Oh my God. You hear about this kind of stuff happening, but when something that remotely appears to be going on, you don't know how to react. So all I could do was tell everybody, just jump off the live. Because I didn't want y'all to lose your channels. So I hope I didn't alarm anybody, but apparently there were some people here in the chat that were having the same problems. Thank God it was just a YouTube issue and not something more nefarious. You know what I mean? They got folks all over the world that hack into systems and stuff. And YouTube is no different. Uh-oh. I'm dropping my crackers everywhere. So, hi, Satin. No, I didn't see it, sweetie. You talking about the one with Rowan Martin and Earth? Wait a minute. Yeah, I did see it. I I remember seeing. Hold on. Boy, this technology's been getting on my nerves lately. And this was sent last night, so I don't see it, my love. But hey, if push come to shove, I know how to get on. I'll do a search for Rowan Martin and Earth, Wind, and Fire. But I'm not sure why it kept coming back saying the wrong email. It's very simple. Can I get one of the mods to please put my email in the chat so Satin can try one more time? Yeah, I'm sorry, Diane. I didn't mean to alarm you guys, but it was kind of weird that people were losing their channels and having trouble getting on the live stream and getting kicked out. And so just to be on the safe side, I didn't want nobody to lose their channels. Thank you, Dawn. So Satin, my email is in the chat again. You can try one more time, but if it doesn't work, then I'll just do a search. Yes, a YouTube moment. That was a big moment, though. I didn't appreciate that one bit. It almost gave me a heart attack. Oh, thank you, Diane. I don't like to overreact, but sometimes I have to err on the side of caution. Huh. That is so weird, Satin. That is so weird. Wow. Well, we gonna get it worked out, sweetheart. I'm gonna definitely go and search Rowan Martin and pull up Earth, Wind, and Fire. You know, YouTube did demonetize last night's live stream for that little piece of music I played. Yeah, it was a big glitch. They said it was a global. What did they say? They said it was a global service outage. That's scary. Hi, Catherine. Ooh. So it says, yeah, I meant to tell you that YouTube is down. Man. A lot of people's YouTube was down. So that was the problem. And apparently it's back up now. So anyway, let us move on from that drama. Ooh, my goodness. I know yesterday we talked about D'Angelo, the passing of D'Angelo, and Camille was so kind to send me Uh, another response from Michael. I saw one earlier today from him, and I couldn't find it online, and I didn't have much time to look either, because I was diving into Diddy's probation conditions. Oh, poor Diddy, poor Diddy, poor Diddy. Poor Diddy. Anywho, Charles, it's so good to see you in the house. I missed you. Man, I miss you, Charles. Be making my days when you were coming a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up this little, I think this was on his Instagram. Or it was on the Neighborhood Talk Instagram. I know that's right, Charles. Getting that money. Get that money, man. Get that money. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. This would just take a second. Excuse me. And I, of course, will turn down this music. So here we have D'Angelo and Angie and baby Michael. Then there's Angie, D'Angelo, and man Michael. He's a big man. Big man. Takes after his mama. In the features. The features. That is definitely her child. Says D'Angelo and Angie Stone's son speaks out amid his father's passing. It has been a very rough and sad year for me. But one thing that both of my parents taught me was to be strong. Says neighbors, D'Angelo and Angie Stone's son is speaking out following the news of his father's death. In a statement, Michael Archer II says he's devastated by the passing and admits it's been a rough year for him. As y'all know, his mother, Angie Stone, passed away in March. I am grateful for your thoughts and prayers during these difficult, very difficult times, as it has been a very rough and sad year for me. I ask that you please continue to keep me in your thoughts, as it will not be easy. But one thing that both my parents taught me was to be strong, and I intend to do just that. So that was his statement. There was a lot of other statements after that, but I wanted to share that with you because we really didn't get to go over a lot of his input about his father. So I will stop sharing this for now. Matter of fact, I'll exit out of that one completely. So the next thing I was going to talk about, and I think I did mention it last night's live stream. We had a ball. We had a ball. We were able to reminisce over the music from 30 years ago from D'Angelo, and I jumped on my iPad or my phone and started playing little snippets of a few of the songs that I enjoyed. It wasn't all of them, but just those few seconds of each song got the whole video demonetized. So I'm like, okay, we still had good. Now I wish I'd have played more. If they was going to take my monetization away based on a few seconds of a song, I'd have played the whole doggone song each time. No, I didn't, Faith. That's the thing about it. I didn't get demonetized for those. So I don't know what the difference is. Maybe I played it too long. I don't know. But when we were playing those games, I never got demonetized because I didn't play that much of it. I tried to do the same thing with these. But, Go figure. I can't get mad. I can't even get mad. This is part of the YouTube universe. Yes, very crazy. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I'm not even gonna sing it because they might demonetize this one. And of course, the rumors will start. Let folks rest in peace. Just because they're in the industry doesn't mean they should have privacy and respect. You mean they shouldn't, or they should? I don't know. I ain't gonna get involved with that one. But anyway, let me thank everybody that came back, because you didn't have to, and I appreciate all that did. Like I said, it was a really bizarre situation. I got on the phone. I made some phone calls, and what can I say? Okay. Let me see. What else do I have to address here before I move on? But yeah, we did have a good time last night. Dun, 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 dun. You're my lady. Dun, 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 dun. You're my lady. Okay. Okay, let's see what else. Oh, and by the way, since YouTube is back up, I will probably go to the casino tonight. I was leery on doing it. I was leery on going live tonight. And I want to thank all of you guys that subscribed to my channel, to my new channel. I've gone over the 50 subscriber mark. Hi, Anthony. How are you, sweetheart? I've gone over the 50 subscriber mark. So now I can go live on my new channel. You went last night, Mr. Phillips. How'd you do? How'd you do? I wish I had known. I would have jumped on your live. Did you go live last night, Mr. Phillips, or you just went? Oh, your wife won all the money. Oh, what a good husband. Oh, no. I'm so sorry, sweetheart. I am so sorry. But I'm sure it wasn't more than you could afford. I'm sure that you're not one of those that just throw the whole kit and caboodle in and then can't pay rent and stuff like that. I can't go there with that one. But, oh, I'm sorry you lost. And exactly, she has the winnings. Hello, Kendra. Hello. So yeah, I'm seriously thinking about going back tonight. If nothing else, to make up for the time I lost here. Hi, Doodle Bird. How are you, my love? Oh, Anthony, that's my new channel is Auntie Mickey's Slots. That's for when I go to the casino. So if I don't okay, let me back up. Let me say this correctly. If I go tonight, I will still go live on this channel. I won't go live on the new channel until this month ends, because that channel's not monetized yet. But I got to get it monetized, and in order to do that, I've got to put videos on there with enough watch hours that will go toward monetization. So the best way to get monetized, or the fastest way to get monetized, is to go live. So I will be doing that starting November 1st. Okay. So moving on from all that, had to do some housekeeping. Anthony, did you have any problems with your YouTube earlier? Just asking. Because we had an issue last night. Dudebird, I didn't go last night. I went the night before last, though, and I did win. Busy bird you are. Yeah, so for those of you that didn't know, YouTube had a global, what did they call it? Let me pull it up again. Come on. YouTube had a global service outage this afternoon. And it happened just as I was about to go live. So that's what it was, Anthony. I didn't know if somebody had hacked into YouTube or what. Because Millionaire's Cove lost 2 channels when that happened. So, of course, that was very alarming. Worldwide, yes, global. So, in those kind of situations, you just never know if it's some kind of attack. You know, an attack from another country or just some kids that are messing around. Because these kids nowadays, they know all about this technology. Muckleshoot. Muckleshoot? Yeah, Muckleshoot, Charles. You said Muckleshoot. Okay. I don't think she was. I'm not sure, Anthony. I don't think she was monetized. I don't know. Yeah. That other country. Mm-hmm. Hence another reason why I got nervous. But anyway, enough of that. We're going to talk about Diddy. Mr. Diddler. Mr. Diddler. About to do his 4+ years in prison. And the judge came down hard on him for his probation conditions. Yeah, these grandbabies, they come out of the womb knowing how to play with phones and iPads and stuff. I mean to tell you, they come out of the womb pressing buttons. Scary. But anyway, good old Mr. Diddler, the diddle doer. I thought I told you that we won't stop, dude. I'm sorry if I'm not crying. I shouldn't eat in camera. I agree, Dudebird, but the law is what it is. But we already know that he got 50 months. Which is like 4 years and a couple months or something like that. And we already know that he got 5 years probation. And that starts when he's released from prison. And he also has to pay $500,000 within the next 2 months. So he's got a lot to do. Baby telling grandma her breath stank. Oh, wee. Baby should get flicked in the lip But yeah, so he's got a lot on his plate, even though, he's about to go into prison. He got to come up with $500,000, and I'm sure he's got it. But I'm sure he's got some decisions to make as to what he's going to do with the rest of his money. Hello, Barbara. Welcome back, sweetheart. Yeah, 2.5 to 3 years. Yep. But his probation, the judge came out with his conditions for his probation. And boy, oh boy, that judge really let him have it. First of all, he's got to register as a sex offender. A lifetime sex offender. Whew. That's why he was trying to get the whole case overturned, but it was rejected. And he must provide his personal information to the government-maintained registry. Not fun. Yes, sir, Anthony. Oh, but it gets better. He's got to update. He's got a lot to do. I'm looking at my notes here. He's got to update any changes as needed. Must provide his personal info to the government-maintained registry. It tracks his activities to protect the public. That's the whole purpose for that. And we are familiar with that, aren't we? And all that info goes out to the public as well. Address, where they live in. Because it's very hard to be a registered sex offender and find a place to live, even when you have the money, because the different neighborhoods can say, no, I don't want that person staying in my neighborhood. He's ordered by the judge to not ever commit a federal, state, or local crime. Duh. Wow. There's already others that are still waiting in the wings to come after him for criminal charges, state and federal charges. Can't possess any controlled substances, no illegal drugs, and tests can be randomly taken. If he fails, he goes back to prison. Yep, he has to submit to a drug test within 15 days of his prison release. My. But instead of reading all this off of a piece of paper, I'm just going to put it up on the screen for y'all. Mr. Phillips says, I wonder if he will last that long, plus other charges is pending. Exactly. That's what I was just saying. That's exactly what I was just saying. Anthony got it. Dang, and the Epstein crew's still running the world. That is so true. Charles said, I don't condone anything he did, but if it was the average Joe, they wouldn't get nowhere to what he got. Oh, yeah. I think they were making an example of him. Definitely. So, in addition to what I just went over, this is his standard conditions of supervision. I hope you can read that. That's as large as I could get it. I wish I could get it a little. Let me see what'll happen if I... Oh, that's still... Yeah, that's about as big as I can go. So I'll just read it to you because it's kind of blurry too. It says standard conditions of supervision. Let me move this over. As part of your supervised release, you must comply with the following standard conditions of supervision. These conditions are imposed because they establish the basic expectations for your behavior while on supervision and identify the minimum tools needed by probation officers to keep informed, report to the court about, and bring about improvements in your conduct and condition. Okay, Doodlebird. Number 1, you must report to the probation office in the federal judicial district where you are authorized to reside in within 72 hours of your release from imprisonment, unless the probation officer instructs you to report to a different probation office or within a different time frame. Number 2, after initially reporting to the probation office, you will receive instructions from the court or the probation officer about how and when you must report to the probation officer, and you must report to the probation officer as instructed. Number 3, you must not knowingly leave the federal judicial district where you are authorized to reside without first getting permission from the court or the probation officer. So he can't move just any old place he want to move to. That's gonna really be a problem for him because he gets his way about everything. Number 4, you must answer truthfully the questions asked by your probation officer. Let's see how that goes. Number 4 says you must answer truthfully the questions asked by your probation officer. I would love to be a fly on the wall to hear those questions. Yeah, Mr. Diddy, have you had any thoughts of freaks necking or whatever you do? Hold on, Charles, I'm going to put that up here. You have to remember they made that law for black men like Jack Johnson and Chuck Berry to protect the women of the other race. And again, I don't condone anything he did. The facts is the facts. You right, Charles. You are so right. See, where was I? Number 5. You must live at a place approved by the probation officer. In other words, if you want to live in Trump Tower, you better ask. And if he says no, you can't. Point blank, period. If you plan to change where you live or anything above your living arrangements, such as the people you live with, you must notify the probation officer at least 10 days before the change. If notifying the probation officer in advance is not possible due to unanticipated circumstances, you must notify the probation officer within 72 hours of becoming aware of a change or expected change. Number 6. You must allow the probation officer to visit you at any time at your home or elsewhere, and you must permit the probation officer to take any items prohibited by the conditions of your supervision that he or she observes in plain view. Wow. Did I say that right? Number 6, you must allow the probation officer to visit you at any time at your home or elsewhere, and you must permit the probation officer to take any items prohibited by the conditions of your supervision that he or she observes in plain view. Wow. Number 7, you must work. Oh, this one got me. This one got me. You must work full time, at least 30 hours per week, at a lawful type of employment, unless the probation officer excuses you from doing so. If you do not have full-time employment, you must try to find full-time employment unless the probation officer excuses you from doing so. If you plan to change where you work or anything about your work, such as your position or your job responsibilities, you must notify the probation officer at least 10 days before the change. If notifying the probation officer at least 10 days in advance is not possible due to unanticipated circumstances, you must notify the probation officer within 72 hours of becoming aware of a change or expected change. Does this mean that Diddy got to go get a 9-to-5 job? I'm wondering, does that mean that he has to go out and get a regular job? Can you see Diddy out there? No, I can't see him out there flipping burgers. No. Working in a library or something? I'm wondering if that's the case. We'll find out, won't we? Number 8, you must not communicate or interact with someone you know is engaged in criminal activity. Well, duh. What does that mean about him, though? Yeah, the list is crazy. You must not communicate or interact with someone you know is engaged in criminal activity. Well, duh. He shouldn't be engaged with himself. If you know someone has been convicted of a felony, you must not knowingly communicate or interact with that person without first getting the permission of the probation officer. Wait a minute, hold up. Hello, Mr. Probation Officer. I got a cousin coming over. He from down south. He hasn't been up this way, and I haven't seen him in a long time, but he's got some felonies, and we grew up together, and I was wondering if he could just come and check me out for a minute. Hey, Q-Rock. What you think that probation officer gonna say? Hell no. But he's my cousin, twice removed. Well, what about his auntie? His auntie, she did some time. No. But she 89 years old. I don't care. She got a felony on her record. No, they might give him some leniency. It depends on the probation officer. Probation officer might like him. Who knows? Number 9. If you are arrested or questioned by a law enforcement officer, you must notify the probation officer within 72 hours. Duh. Duh. If you are arrested, well, first of all, if he's arrested or questioned by law enforcement, I think TMZ will be the first ones to get it. Oh my God. TMZ and every other news outlet that even sees him talking to the popo. Hey man, you ain't supposed to be talking to them. We gonna put it on TV. Oh my God, you got 72 hours to report this to your probation officer, man. Better get that interview in real good. Oh my God. Number 10. You must not own, possess, or have access to a firearm, ammunition, destructive device, or dangerous weapon, i.e., anything that was designed or was modified for the specific purpose of causing bodily injury or death to another person, such as nunchucks or tasers. Nunchucks or tasers. That ain't the only. Well, I'd be worried about him having a firearm more than anything, wouldn't you? Diddy can't have no guns. Diddy can't have no firearms. Or no ammo. Or no nunchucks. Or a taser. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? He would probably get off on the tasers, though. If he has another freak off. Okay, that was uncalled for. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Number 11. You must not act or make any agreement with a law enforcement agency to act as a confidential human source or informant without first getting the permission of the court. So, if he wants to be a snitch, he got to go get permission. He's got to get permission. I mean, think about it. You must not act or make any agreement with a law enforcement agency to act as a confidential human source or informant without first getting the permission of the court. So, if, let's say if the New York Police Department, one of them officers, pull his coattails and say, yo, man, I need you to be a snitch for me. Or I'm going to tell everything you did back in the day that they didn't have in that courtroom. He got to go get permission from the court. I got to get permission, man. Don't tell on me, man. Don't tell on me, because now my nuts is in a grip right now. It's in a vice grip. You got to go ask the judge if you can be a snitch. That's just priceless. Didn't he thrive on people snitching to him in his day? You know, when he was up on top. He had all kind of snitches around telling him what was going on when he wasn't looking. Now you can't even be a snitch without asking permission. Wow. Number 12. This is the last one. You must follow the instructions of the probation officer related to the conditions of supervision. Well, that's pretty generic. In other words, whatever the probation officer tells you, you got to do it. All of these conditions. He's got a little over 4 years with time served and 5 years probation. So he didn't get 5 years in jail. He's got 50 months with time served. He already did what, 14 months? 13, 14 months? Child, Kendra, you done said a mouthful right there. It ain't fun when the rabbit got the gun. No, it ain't. It ain't fun. And now the rabbit got the gun. They said he can't be a snitch. They don't trust him. He fucked up. Oh my God, that is priceless. But yeah, that is very, I wonder if he's going to be able to adhere to these stipulations. That's going to be interesting, but we have to wait until he gets out before we can even see, you know. And like Charles said, he'll do about 3 years or so. He'll do about 3 years. If somebody don't tell him to take that, take that, take that, take that, and, he ends up doing something so he can stay longer. He might find him a boyfriend in there. Who knows? Who knows? I mean, you got two things you could do. You could be somebody's girlfriend, or you can be a big bad dude. And I don't know if he can be a big bad dude on his own. I hear tell somebody tried to take him out earlier anyway. Yes, prison is a big difference too. Absolutely, Doodlebird. You're absolutely right. Prison, not jail. Jail is for holding until sentence, then prison. Some people get it mixed up. With the RDAP program, that's another year off. What is that, Charles? What is the RDAP program? Q-Rock, I'm not wrong. I'm realistic. I'm just being realistic. I mean, we know what goes on up there. Take that, take that, take that, take that, take that. Okay, the treatment program. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, he has to do that as well. Why wasn't that on here? I wonder why. Didn't catch all that. But yes, he's got to take care of the D-Rug program situation. But there's going to be those nights when he gets lonely and he can't see Cassie, or what's that mother chick's name? Miami. Or that big dick deviant that used to come in and bone Cassie right there in front of him while he sat in the corner. Oh, wow, Faith. I got a cousin doing the same type of time. He's a prisoner walking the streets. Really? Is he doing the time now? If he's a prisoner walking the streets? Either way it go. Okay, that's a year off, Charles. Okay. Well, I'm sure he gonna do everything that he can to get out of there. Oh, yes, Faith. Yes, they are. They gonna wear him out while he's in there, too. We gonna hear all kind of screaming. Ooh. Somebody gonna walk, one of them guards is gonna walk by one of them cells and hear some Y'all remember what they heard? That one dude walked by that room and him and Meek Mills was in that room, and that dude stopped and recorded with his phone. Okay, Charles. No, he did 15 years, but his probation is actually 10 more years. Wow. And you know what? I hear tell probation is a trap when it's that long. That's a long time. Ooh wee. That's a long time to have to walk the straight and narrow, especially if you're not used to walking the straight and narrow. Mr. Phillips said, bend over and get that soap. Yes, I believe so, Q-Rock. He gonna have to pay somebody. He gonna have to pay somebody for some protection. He just better hope that them somebodies don't want payment in the way he don't want to give it to him. Well, he might want to give it to him. I think he got more booty than money right now. Take that, take that, take that, take that, take that. Ah, that's neither here nor there. You get what you give. Many a tear has to fall, but it's all in the game. What can I say? He had a long run. I'd have to say he had a very good life. He rained terror on people for decades. Exactly, Doodoo Bird. Long probation for sure. He better get some classes in prison on how to try to keep straight to his probation. Straight being the operative word. Ain't nothing straight about that brother. Who-wee. NT who. That is all I've got to say about that. And that is the truth. He had a good role. He had a good stint. Now it's time to pay the piper. And he better thank God that's all he got. You know I did, Doodoo. Keep straight to his probation. I don't know. He doesn't appear to be that straight to me. But who am I? Who am I? Anyway, I told y'all this was going to be a short video, short live stream. And we would have been out sooner if that little YouTube situation hadn't happened. So, what I think I'm going to do is... oh, that's right. He's got to participate in an approved domestic violence. I didn't catch the rest of my notes. The above drug test condition is suspended based on the court's determination that he poses a low risk of future substance abuse. He must comply with the requirements of 18 USD 3563 and 3563A or any other statute authorizing a sentence of restitution. He must cooperate in the collection of DNA as directed by the probation officer. They gonna collect his DNA. They gonna collect his DNA. Ugh. Must comply with the requirements of the Ex-Offender Registration and Notification Act as directed by the probation officer, the Bureau of Prisons, or any state ex-offender registration agency in the location he resides, work, or a student, or were convicted of a qualifying offense. He must participate in an approved program for domestic violence. Well, looky here, looky here. I don't know. We'll see if he can make it through all this. Charles said where he's at is much worse than where they are going to send him. I did hear that particular jail is ain't nothing to play with. Faith, Faith says, hope you don't have any other children out there he's not claiming. Oh my God. There's so many jokes that we could make, but I still feel for those that were victimized. People have their own opinion as to who was a victim and who wasn't. Hi, Michelle. I'm so sorry you're late. But you can at least catch the replay. Yes, Mr. Phillips, keep your hands off of the women. Keep your hands off of females, period. I mean, come on, man. Yes, check out the replay, Michelle. We had an incident with YouTube earlier when I initially went to go live. And I had to shut the live down and tell everybody to leave because we thought maybe YouTube had gotten hacked. But everything is up and running now, as far as I can tell. Charles said he survived where he's at. He not going to have a problem. That's from experience. I hope so, Charles. Because we don't know how many Bubbas are in there. Or Big Dookies or whoever that just don't like him. We don't know who's walking around in that prison. They just laying and waiting for him to come. So we will see. We will see, won't we? But in the meantime and in between time, let me do a little bit more housekeeping. Tomorrow and Friday, it's very possible that I won't be able to go live at my usual time. And the reason I say that is because I have to work late. I have to do my regular income job later than I usually do. So, with that said, hey, I got to do what I got to do to pay my bills first. When YouTube is kicking in more money to me, I may be able to make those, exceptions. But until then, I gotta go where the money at. And the money ain't been here at YouTube the way some people get it, that have been doing this for a long time. And, when you got a mortgage to pay and light bills to pay and all these other things you got to pay, when you're living, you got to go get that money. That's why I go to the casino. Not to go get the money, but I did that for another channel. I got to do something else beside Auntie Mickey's house. I can do Auntie Mickey's house and Auntie Mickey's slots because it's another stream of income. So, but until that grows, I still got to do what works best for me. So, tomorrow, usually it's 5 o'clock my time, 8 o'clock East Coast time. I'm going to be watching this baby until 6 o'clock my time. By that time, it's going to be late for those on the East Coast. So, and of course, my husband is calling me. Hold on just a second. I'm still live. Hold on.
No, bye-bye. Bye.
Bye-bye. That was Uncle Barry. So anyway, just to let y'all know, I didn't want to just not show up and not say nothing to nobody. I think that would be rude to do. In the event that there was some sort of emergency, I can understand, if my leg fell off or, I had a heart attack or something like that, and I can't tell y'all in advance. But yes, they do, Charles. If you check my views on those those lives where I went live for the slots, humongous change, humongous difference. So I got to go where I can fit in, and I'm not leaving here. I'm just adding to it. So, but I had to let y'all know that it's possible that I may not go live tomorrow or Friday at my regular scheduled time because duty calls, the baby calls. So when the baby needs me, I got to be there for the baby. But like I said earlier, I think I am going to go live tonight at the casino. So if you guys are still up in another hour and a half or so, just keep your eyes open. I'll be at the good old Muckleshoot Casino. And we'll all cross our fingers and hope that I make some more money. Okay? So with all that said, I love y'all. I'm going to go ahead and end this stream. God, this has been a real short one. It's only a little over an hour long. I hope I do too, Michelle. I hope so. So, with all... Oh, you checked him, Charles? Well, stay tuned, y'all. If you guys are up later, just watch out for me. I'll be there. In the meantime, and in between time, I'm going to go ahead and end this live, and I will see you later tonight. Peace out.
Thanks for staying close through thick and thin. You stuck around, let the journey begin. Every like, every comment, you light up my day. Your loyalty's a gift I won't take away. From dawn to dusk, you've been my kinfolk crew. This song's for you, for everything you do. We grow together through highs and lows. Your support is the wind that makes me glow. With every single view, you lift me higher. Your love and dedication fuels my fire. Here's to my loyal kinfolk, my shining stars. Together we're champion near and far. This is our moment, our family story to tell. Thank you for being so real. You make my heart swell. No distance could ever break this bond. You trust, your love, forever fun. As I close this chapter with gratitude, this outro's for you, my kinfolk. So stay tuned, keep dreaming, we'll soar anew. I'm forever grateful for all of you. Until next time, keep shining bright, loyal friends and kinfolk. Good night. Oh.